Hey everyone, it's Catherine and I'm back today with another video for my daily digital planner series. Now today I'm going to be decorating my page for November 7th. Today is actually November 10th, so that was 3 days ago. And for some reason, I'm having a really hard time remembering anything that happened on November 7th. But luckily I do have a few pictures. The only thing I really remember about that day is that my new iPad and Apple Pencil came, because that was a big deal. But other than that, for some reason, I just can't really remember anything. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to bring in my picture for the day. So I'm going to go to my monthly calendar for that. If you want to know how I feel about the new iPad and Apple Pencil, by the way, I will link to my video in the video description where I give my thoughts on the new iPad and Apple Pencil. But if you're not interested in that and you're still curious about what I think, long story short is that I love it. So this, for the day, I'm bringing in, instead of a picture of my family, who obviously I love more than anything, I just wanted to do something different and bring in the picture of my new iPad and Apple Pencil for the 7th. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my 7th tab and I'm going to swipe to my blank page so it's ready to go. And now I'm going to go into Procreate. So also in this video, this will be the first video where I'm using version 4.2 of Procreate. So I've recently released a video on some of the cool new features in Procreate version 4.2 and how you can use those features to create digital planner stickers. So I'll link to that video in the video description as well. So I'm going to start a new canvas and I need a 14 by 10 inch canvas, and I have one saved under my custom canvas sizes. So here it is. Okay, so I'm just going to write the date today. So I'm going to turn on my drawing guides by going to my wrench tool, going to canvas, turning on the drawing guides. I'm going to click on edit drawing guides and then come down here to grid size and decrease the grid size. And now I'm going to click on done. So now I'm going to use my signature brush and I'm changing my color to black for now. Okay, so there's my date. And like I was saying, since I can't really remember much of what happened that day, I'm going to make my date pretty big. And I'm going to just keep it black for now. I'm fine with it being black. So now I'm going to build my photo collage with pictures that I have from that day. So I'm going to do that using Quilt. I've pulled up the Quilt app. So this is an app that I've showed you how to use in some of my previous daily videos, but I will show you again in this tutorial because the thing about some of those previous videos, you can't see the top of the screen. So let me just adjust my iPad. And sorry if you saw the reflection of my hair. My hair is crazy today. So I've got this adjusted. So I'm going to click on new. And now I'm going to go into my camera roll. And I have got 6 pictures from that day. Well, I've actually technically got 7, but I'm going to put my iPad on its own. So I've got 6 of my family. So I've got these 3 right here, my husband, James, and my son, Maddox. And then I've got these 3 pictures of my husband. So I'm going to just select them in order. And now that they're selected, I'm going to go up here and hit back. And then I'm going to hit done. And now I'm going to browse all of the styles that they let me choose from. I accidentally selected a picture of myself that I didn't take that day. Let me go back to new and all photos. And now I'm just going to reselect these photos. Okay, so now I've got the correct pictures. So now I can select from these. I like this one. Okay, so now I'm going to go up here and click save, and I'm going to click extra large. And I don't need to edit it here, so I'm going to click on done. And now it's saved it to my camera roll. So now I can go back into Procreate. I'm going to turn my iPad And I'm going to bring in that photo collage. I'm so sorry for my squeaky chair. I still have not made time to move my big pink chair downstairs. Okay, so here's my collage. I actually need to move this up a little bit. And I'm going to put this here. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do today, thinking about if I want to do my normal border, and I don't think that I do. Who am I kidding? Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm going to draw my border. I have shown you how to do this on other days as well. I believe I start doing it on day 3. So I have a link to this entire series in the video description, as well as links to all of the tutorials that I'm going to offer in this video. So make sure you check out the video description, and if you want to see the playlist, you can click on the playlist. And on any of these videos, you can go to the video description and see timestamps for each tutorial. So let me pick a color. And I'm going to pick a thicker brush. Maybe I don't like that color. I thought it was brighter. This is my Buzz brush, and this is in my Ultimate Lettering pack along with my signature brush, which there's a link to that in the video description. I didn't put it on its own line. I'm a mess today. I can't remember anything, and I can't do things correctly. Okay, so there's those boxes. And I'm going to write over those pictures of my husband. So I've never really played around, as many pictures as I take, I've never played around with the camera settings on my iPhone too much. So I've never really taken the portrait mode pictures. So I was just playing around with it on the night of November 7th, and I discovered the studio lighting, I believe it's called, where when it focuses on a person, it just blacks out everything around them. And so I found it by accident, and I showed my husband because I was playing with the settings while kind of focusing on him while he was just doing random stuff. And I showed him the first picture that I took, and then he started posing for glamour shots. And oh my gosh, I was in tears from laughing so hard. So these pictures are hysterical to me. They're just so funny. So I'm going to write glamour shots by these pictures. Okay, so now I'm going to group these together, merge them together, and then stretch this out. There we go. And now up here by these pictures are adorable too. Maddox is all of a sudden obsessed with pockets. He loves any pants or shorts that have pockets. So they were doing like a pocket dance with their hands in their pockets that morning, which I thought was cute. So I'm going to write pocket men. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think I am going to change the border though. I'm going to change it to a brighter shade of pink. I'm going to use my favorite pink and see how that looks. Yeah, I like that shade of pink better. Okay, so now that I've got those framed, I'm going to bring in the picture of my new iPad and Apple Pencil. I'm going to stretch it just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to draw a border around it. And you know what? I'm still getting used to Procreate 4.2. So I'm going to show you how the new easy shapes, I don't know if they're called easy shapes, instant shapes, quick shapes. I don't know the correct term for them. I'm calling them easy shapes. How they work in Procreate version 4.2. So instead of just drawing a line and adjusting it line by line like you previously had to do, you can now draw a box, just a full box around a picture like this, or you can just draw a box in general, not just necessarily around a picture. And Procreate will help you refine that shape. So to do that, I'm just going to freehand a box around the picture, and it's going to be far from perfect. And so I'm doing that, and then once I come up here and the edges are connected, I'm just going to press and hold. And did you see how that shifted to make it more like a square? So it actually fits pretty well. I don't even think I really need to adjust it, but if I wanted to adjust it, I could go right here. This thing comes down after you press and hold that says edit shape, and it knows that it's a square, so you can select square, you can select rectangle, quadrilateral, or polyline. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I think I mispronounced it in my previous video as well. So I'm going to select square, and see, when I adjust it though, it just switches to quadrilateral. But I'm going to undo that because it's actually pretty perfect right now. And so yeah, it works with not just squares like that, but let me show you. I even did it with a star yesterday, and I was so excited about this. Let me draw a star just to show you. So I'm drawing a star the same way I would draw it when I was in like 5th grade. And see, I pressed and held, and now it's just more perfectly shaped. I can go to edit shape, and you can drag. These are 2 different points, so you'd have to drag them separately. You can drag any of the points to edit it exactly like you want. Look how cool that is. I just love this. And then, I'm sorry, I'm like so excited about it, but I just love this. And then once you're done, you know, you can fill the shape the same way that you would. It's leaving some gaps for some reason. I think it's this buzzed brush that it's doing that, but that actually looks kind of cool. So you can see there, but it left those shapes. If you wanted to get rid of those, you can just come back over it in the same color with your brush and get rid of those edges. So that's just something cool that Procreate does now. I love it. So now I'm going to just write down here, I'm going to write new iPad and Apple Pencil, and I'm going to go back to my signature brush. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to go back to buzzed, and I'm going to just draw a shape here. Now I'm going to go back to my signature brush. Okay, so that was really all I remember from the day. I don't know what's wrong with me, but for some reason, I'm just having a hard time remembering anything else that happened that day. And that's why I'm trying not to get too far ahead before I go back and fill stuff in. I can go, I don't really have any more room now, but I can go back to my planner and see what else. Yeah, I just didn't really have a lot going on that day. I guess I just spent the day being excited about my new iPad. So anyway, now I'm just going to save this, and I'm going to bring it back into GoodNotes. So I'm sorry for the lack of tutorials in this particular video, but I do have more to show you in the new version of Procreate. And like I was saying towards the beginning of this video, I specifically released a video that shows you how you can use some of the new features to create digital planner stickers very easily. So make sure you check out the video description for a link to that tutorial. Okay, so there's my day, and just like I was saying in my previous video for my daily digital planner series, I'm limiting these uploads to no more than 3 times a week. So I will be back again within less than a week for my November 8th daily page. So make sure you subscribe to my channel for more digital planner videos and digital planning tutorials, and check out my website naptimealt.com, where there's tons of planner related freebies that you can download now.